Hey everyone, thanks for joining me today as I teach Natalie and Piercy a beginner Pilates reformer workout. It'd really help me out if you'd like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Begin with all springs on, lying supine on the mat, hands on your abdomen, inhaling deeply into your upper back and side ribs, exhaling completely by pressing your abdomen down towards your spine without moving the bones of your body. Inhaling and exhaling, warming up the body with the breath and getting your mind focused on your own body and not what's happening in the room. One more big deep breath and then exhaling completely. Shimmy off your shoulder pads slightly and raise your arms to the sky for alternating puppet arms. Breathing naturally as you alternate, lifting one arm higher than the other to lubricate the shoulder girdle and get the shoulder blades unstuck from your rib cage. On the road with a couple of tunes in a car for two. 4 more, 3 and 2. Last one, and then arms come in to hug the tree shape. Inhale as you open the arms, exhale as you lift them back up as though you're hugging a big tree. Inhale, open the arms using your upper back muscles. Exhale, use those front chest muscles, your pectoral muscles, to lift the arms up. Be sure to keep your bottom ribs knit together and prevent your back from arching as your arms open wide. Last one here, then turn your palms to face your legs, arms straight up. Take an inhale to prepare and exhale, curl the head and chest up, lowering your hands towards your legs and return to the mat. Exhaling on the way up, inhaling on the way down. Make sure to lift your face into the air about 1/4 of an inch to get started, and then let your abdominal muscles take you the rest of the way. Your pelvis shouldn't move and your tailbone should remain heavy on the mat even when you curl up. Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand. Yeah, we only get one life. I wanna make it count, honey. Final one. Hug your knees in and rock side to side to massage out your low back. I would be up waiting for you if you had to leave. Holding on to your legs, use your arms to help you curl up into the shape of a ball. Keep your head and chest lifted and extend your legs out over your foot bar, arms reaching by your sides, palms face down. Inhaling for 5 and exhaling for 5 as you beat those arms up and down. Nice straight wrists and straight elbows. Continue for a 100 count. Inhale 3, 4, 5. Exhale 3, 4, 5. Keep going. Out 2, 3, 4, 5. In 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale. In 2, 3, 4, 5, and out 2, 3, 4, 5, and bend those knees, rest your head. Footwork is next, so make sure you have your spring tension on the appropriate weight. These girls are using all springs. Never thought I'd feel so alive. Place your heels in the center of the foot bar, legs squeezed tight together, parallel. Hands down by your sides, shoulders against the shoulder pads. Maintain a level pelvis with your tailbone staying heavy on the mat as you move your carriage out and in. No curling or arching your low back. Inhale as you lengthen your legs, and exhale, slowly resist coming in. Inhale to straighten, and exhale to bend. Keep your feet flat as though they're against a wall rather than on the bar, and ankle bones glued together.
If I'm gonna love somebody, I just wanna love you. If I'm gonna love somebody, I just wanna love you. If I'm gonna love somebody, I just wanna love you. If I'm gonna love somebody.
Imagine you're pressing the carriage out each time with your back. So what I mean by that is try to feel that you're pressing your back ribs into the mat and gliding the carriage out with a little bit of pressure into the back of your arms, the back of your ribs, again remaining stable through the pelvis. Push through those heels and return. Curl the head and chest up off the mat, up to the tip of the shoulder blades, arms reaching by your sides. Lengthen your right leg over the bar, draw your left knee in towards your abdomen, and switch the legs just above your bar, unless you have low back issues and need to kick your legs higher. Breathing in and out as you switch and switch. And rest the head down. Hug your knees in, massage your back by rocking side to side. And then we'll place the arches of the feet on the bar.
I'm trying to make this darkness go away.
Cupping the bar with your feet, lengthen your legs, press all the way out. Inhaling, then exhale, resist the springs as you come in. Same thing as before, keep your bottom ribs knit together, abdomen pressed down towards your spine, tailbone heavy on the mat, whether your legs are bent or straight.
Oh, I will open up my eyes so I can see the light. Oh, and I'll try to spread my wings so I can fly. Oh, and the darkness starts to fade. Feels like things are gonna go my way. I'm gonna let the sun shine in the day. I'm gonna let the past be filled with smoke.
Return the carriage home and hug your knees in towards you. Use your hands on your legs to help you come into a good chest or ab curl, and then extend your legs out over the bar, arms reaching by your sides, both legs at the same time, then bend them back in, keeping your head lifted if you can. Inhale to lengthen your legs. They should be squeezed tightly together. Exhale, return. Keep your head curled up as your legs extend, maybe curl a little higher, and then keep it up even as you draw the knees in, not swaying through your upper torso. Last one, then hug the knees in, rest the head down, massage your low back by rocking those knees side to side. And we'll continue with footwork. Bird on a perch, legs squeezed together parallel, toes wrapped around the bar. Inhale, lengthen your legs. Exhale, resist coming in. Try to keep your heels stable so that they're not dropping or lifting. They're just in a neutral position here as you're moving your carriage.
Try to spread my wings so I can fly. Oh, and the darkness starts to fade. Feels like things are gonna go my way. I'm gonna let the sun shine in the day.
Last one, keep your legs straight on this one and lower the heels down under the bar and then back up to releve or tippy toe position. Drop the heels down with control and resistance, lift them back up. Inhaling in one direction, exhaling in the other, working through those feet and ankles and calves.
Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word.
Last one, drop your heels and stretch. Take several big deep breaths as you stretch your calf muscles. I'm giving the girls a little extra stretch here that feels really nice. Bend your knees and return the carriage home. Hug your knees in, use your hands on your legs to curl your head and chest up again. This time we'll go into scissors, legs lift to the sky, toes pointed, arms reaching by your sides. Scissor those legs, one goes up as one goes down, and you simultaneously pass them in the air. Keep your head curled up if you can, belly pressed down to your spine. Then rest down. Feet in Pilates V on the bar, toes apart, heels together, and toes are on the bar. You're going to press the legs to straight, squeezing your upper inner thighs, then release back in. When you bend in, your knees should be slightly apart and covering your middle toes. So they should be in line with the middle toes when you bend each time. Keep those heels glued together, don't let them come apart. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, resist coming in.
Dreaming of you. 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 I'm dreaming of you. What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach every...
Final repetition, draw the carriage home, shimmy off your shoulder pads if you're stuck to them, and then curl the head and chest up. Place your hands behind your head to support your neck. Extend your legs up to the sky, feet are flexed and turned out. Lower those legs down, 2, 3, 4, then up, 2, 3, 4, and down, 2, 3, 4, and up, 2, 3, 4. Inhaling on the way down and exhaling on the way up. Last one. Then rest your head down, arms down by your sides, heels go wide on the bar for our final part of footwork. Pressing through those heels, lengthen your legs, and then resist coming back in. Inhale to straighten the legs, exhale to bend. Make sure you feel evenly weighted through your feet, and if you do feel like one leg presses heavier into the bar, try to let the other leg take the load for a couple of repetitions and let the leg that is currently feeling heavier pressing into the bar sort of relax and be slack. When you've finished a couple of repetitions like that, try to even the weight out through your feet for the final repetitions.
I wonder. How come the sky sometimes hides behind the clouds? Maybe it's just like me, a little bit scared of heights. Why does the rain always...
Last one, inhale, lengthen all the way out, and exhale, return the carriage home.
It really makes me wonder.
Lower your headrest to a flat position for pelvic lifts. Heels remain wide on the bar, hands down by your side. Tuck your tail and peel your pelvis up into the air, bone by bone, into a bridge position, and then roll the body down, bone by bone. Inhale to peel the hips up off the mat. Exhale to roll the body down.
And don't they miss the leaves they left behind? Could it be to make the ground shine like gold until winter comes? Until winter comes. Until winter comes. It really makes me wonder.
Peel the hips up into the air, keep them lifted as you press the carriage out and in. Try to keep your hips level and make sure that you stay tucked. Don't arch your low back as you're extending and bending the legs. when the carriage is all the way into the bumper, soften behind your heart and roll the body down one bone at a time. Hug your knees in, rock side to massage out your low back, and we'll do another set of these, but in Pilates V on the toes. So toes are on the bar, heels are touching, toes are apart, which means your knees should be apart. Tuck your tail, peel your hips up into a bridge position, and then roll the body down bone by bone. Do this 3 more times, and then we'll add the carriage moving out and in.
I just wonder, it really makes me wonder. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder.
Keep your hips lifted and press the carriage out on an inhale, return it on an exhale. Do this 4 more times.
I'm waiting at the door.
Return the carriage home and roll the body down bone by bone. Hug those knees in, rock side to side. I'm changing the springs to either 2 red springs or 1 red and 1 blue spring for arm work.
Radio's playing our song.
Grab your hand loops, legs up in a chair position, arms reaching to the sky, long fingertips. Press the arms down to the mat and make sure you're on a good spring tension for you. Then we'll lift those arms up and down several times. Feel that your arms are reaching far beyond your hips as they're lowering. Inhaling in one direction, exhaling in the other. Maintain your knees right on top of your hips as you're moving the arms up and down. You should be in that perfect 90-degree bend at the hips and the knees. Unless this hurts your low back, then you can draw your knees in towards your navel.
Baby, how I need the loving of you.
Press your arms down to the mat. Keep them there as you bend and straighten your elbows for tricep presses. Inhale, bend, and exhale, lengthen.
For too long. Standing here a while just to take it all in.
Straighten the arms, lift them up to the ceiling, and open into circles. Opening the arms apart, draw them down into the hips, and then lift them straight up. Circling them around, keeping the head and neck relaxed.
I'll be with you, it's true.
Reverse direction at the top, pressing down to the hips, opening and circling around and up. Breathing in and out.
And when you are away, I sometimes shivering cold. It is hard to define you, but you're
Final repetition, and then when your carriage returns home, rest your feet on the foot bar. Now you're going to place your feet in those long straps. Natalie is slightly knock-kneed, so when her legs come together, her feet don't touch or her ankles don't touch, so I'm placing a small ball in between her ankles to keep her in line. The legs should be slightly lower than the center of the ceiling, tailbone on the mat. From your hamstrings and glutes, press the legs down on an inhale and up on an exhale. Go as low as you can without arching your low back off the mat, and go as high as you can without lifting your tail off the mat. Use your low abdominal muscles to keep your pelvis level. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up.
I need the loving of you. Days without water along the sun-soaked road. cross over borders to get where we are.
I'm removing the ball from Natalie's ankles, and the girls will open into circles. Lower down, squeeze together at the bottom, and lift straight up the center. Inhaling to open and circle down. Exhale to lift up.
It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. Nights without sleeping, 'cause you fear the night. And days without eating.
Final one in this direction, and then switch. Lower straight down, open the legs at the bottom, and circle them around and up to the top. Close the legs, press them down, open and circle around. Inhaling as you press down, exhaling as you lift up. Again, keep those deep low abdominal muscles pressed down towards your spine to protect your low back and pelvis from moving on and off the mat as you circle the legs. Finish at the top, then bend into frog position. Heels glued together, knees and toes apart. Your knees should be just wider than the reformer ropes. Extend the legs out and bend them back in. Keep your feet high enough that the ropes or straps don't hurt your shins. Inhaling to lengthen, exhaling to bend.
So you don't feel the cold, and it's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. I did it all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you.
Last one, bend into frog. Grab onto your ropes or foot straps and lengthen your legs up to the sky to stretch the hamstrings. Remove your feet from the straps and hang them up. Then when your carriage is all the way into the bumper, place your heels wide on the footbar and drop your knees to the right, head to the left. Point or aim your left knee toward your right ankle to open up and stretch through the front of your left hip. Stay there for several big, deep breaths.
Someone that can hold me through the night. I'll count to 10, then open up my eyes.
Other side, aim your right knee towards your left ankle and open up the front of your right hip.
Then baby hold me tight and send me off with the words of a lullaby. With the words of a lullaby.
Rise up and off the machine and place your Pilates long box on the mat.
Words of a lullaby.
Sit to face the risers and place your feet on the headrest. You should be on one red or one blue spring.
Signs in the stars that it's been right in front of me this whole time.
Sit tall and calves should touch the box. Press your arms down and back behind you, opening up the chest, squeezing your back muscles, and release forward. And again, press down and back and release. Squeezing your lat muscles, a little bit of shoulder blade squeeze. Make sure that your head is not cocking forward and back. Keep your spine tall and lifted. Cross your ropes and place them in the opposite hands, holding on close to the metal part of the strap. For crack the walnut, pull your hands towards your armpits squeezing your shoulder blades behind you as though you're trying to crack a walnut in between your shoulder blades, and then reaching forward. Squeeze the upper back muscles and release.
If I never see the light.
She's slightly extended, so I'm placing my hand on her low back and asking her to press her abdominal muscles into my hand and keep them pressed in, whether her arms are reaching forward or pulling back.
If you're gone, I'll take it as a sign. But if you'll stay, then baby hold me tight and send me off with the words of a lullaby. With the words of a lullaby.
Keep the ropes crossed and hold on to the handles. They're holding on to the shorter loops. Growing tall, take a big inhale. As you exhale, contract your deep low abdominal muscles and curl partway back. You want to make sure, and I'm explaining to them, that you don't go into the shape of a lowercase c. You want to think of lifting and scooping up and over into the shape of a capital C with your spine. Then roll backwards behind the sits bones. Stay there, palms up, and bicep curl the arms, bending and straightening at the elbows. Keeping the elbows lifted will make this heavier and harder, your choice, but keep the shoulders away from your ears. Breathing in one direction and out in the other. Abdominals scooped.
Get in a car and drive someplace far. Yeah, we could go for a ride. The two of us, we don't have to stop. Baby, let's go for a ride.
Reach forward and roll up to sitting tall. Uncross the straps and then hang up the one in your right hand once they're uncrossed, and then hold on to the left strap in your right hand close to the metal, maybe above it, so that you have a good grip. Rotate the spine to the right, growing tall, pulling your elbow back, and then unwind, reaching the arm across your body. Pull back using the muscles behind your shoulder blade and unwind and reach forward. I like to exhale as I twist. Some people prefer to inhale because it helps them grow tall. Just make sure that your spine is long and lifted so that you don't screw your spine down on itself.
Just living off the edge. Only good times ahead.
This one, hang up that strap, grab the other strap into your left hand so you're cross-loaded, holding on close to the metal or higher on the rope, and twist to the left as you grow tall, and then unwind, reaching forward. Pull the elbow back and unwind. Feel your shoulder blade drawing into your spine as you twist. Keep your sits bones steady on the mat, breathing in one direction and out in the other.
We can go where we want. I'll have your back if you have mine. You and I wanna leave everything behind.
Hang up the strap, come off the machine, turn to face the foot bar, and lie prone on your abdomen. So you're going to do swan facing front, which means your hands are wide on the foot bar. Chest will be off the box. Legs can be squeezed together behind you or apart if you have low back issues. You'll still be on one red or one blue spring. Make sure you're in one straight line from your head to your heels. So if your feet are hanging towards the floor, engage your hamstrings and glutes and lift them up. The legs are long and strong. Push your pubic bone into the mat, engaging your glutes, and feel your abdominal muscles tighten up towards the spine. Face looking at the floor, press your arms to straight. Then roll the shoulders down your backside as you inhale, rising up into swan position, pulling your carriage in towards the bumper, then lower down. Keep your arms straight for this rise up and lower down. Again, making sure the pubic bone is pressing into the box, abdomen pulling up toward your spine. Inhaling to rise and exhaling to lower down.
You're like a stone on my pillow. I don't make a sound when I shut the door.
Bend your elbows, return the carriage home. Place your right hand behind your back if possible or next to your hip for single arm presses. Stay looking at the floor and press your arm to straight, keeping your body in one straight line. You won't be rising up into swan position on this. You'll extend the arm and bend the elbow. The elbow should point towards the floor or towards the box when you bend it, not out to the side.
In bed, I get the wine and the corkscrew. You don't have to do one single thing. You don't know how much I want you. Just looking at you makes my whole world spin.
And switch hands. Lengthening through the right arm, left hand is behind your back, and bend the elbow towards the floor as you return. Extend, keeping the shoulder away from your ear, and bend.
Marathon, Kenny G, saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on all the way baritone. Shut the lights, go infrared.
Return the carriage home. Place both hands wide on the bar for one more swan lift. Press out. Inhale, big lift up. Exhale, lowering down. And bend your elbows to return the carriage. Step off the machine, and when you're standing on your feet, reach down to your toes and stretch your back and hamstrings.
Kenny G, saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on all the way baritone. Shut the lights.
Curl up the spine and turn your box to short box position. It should be against the shoulder pads.
We can spend all day in bed.
Have a seat on the box, feet on the carriage. Reach back for your handles. You're facing the foot bar. Sitting tall for serve the brownies. Hands start by your hips with palms facing forward. Inhale as you scoop the arms up to eye level, keeping the shoulders away from your ears and the spine long and lifted.
Real. Get so lost in my moments. Doesn't mean I don't need you.
Be sure the weight of your arms does not cause you to compress your low back. So use the muscles of your front core, your side abs, and your spine to stay tall and lifted out of your pelvis.
I fell in love with the way we are and the way we lose it. There's something different about us and the reason why we stay. We fly around like paper planes. They never know where we will fall. Nobody can see us. Still they wanna tear us apart.
Reach the arms up, turn the palms to face each other for hug the tree. Inhale, the arms open using your back muscles. Exhale, imagine you're hugging a big tree trunk, bringing the arms forward. Inhale, open. Exhale, hug. Keep your head in line with your spine, which is tall and lifted.
There's something different about us.
Reach the arms forward and lift them high enough to have the straps above your shoulders. Bend and straighten your elbows for tricep presses. The girls are getting tired, as you can tell. So hands together, leaning forward out of your hips if need be. Bend your elbows so your hands come behind your head, keeping your elbows forward of your head, and then press to straight.
Yeah, we're loving the way they think we're so messed up. Even if what we're doing is bad, there's so many emotions, sharing stories that we never had yet.
Last one, when your arms are straight, open them to the side and down.
Not to be like that.
Flip your hands so that your thumbs are in the straps rather than your fingers for breaststroke. Sit tall, start with bent arms near your chest, press the arms forward and swim them around. And again, inhaling and exhaling.
Tear us apart. There's something different about the way we are.
Hang up the straps. Place the footbar on a medium height, which is the second notch from the carriage for me on my machines. Come to standing on the carriage, reach forward for your footbar. Your right foot will come to the wooden platform, toes placed on there. Left foot will be in tippy-toe position against the box. Lunge down so your front knee is against or very close to the footbar, and then kick your back leg back and forth, squeezing the glutes and hamstrings. Your quad in the front leg will be working hard to stabilize you. Inhaling and exhaling as you move that leg back and forth.
You came out of nowhere that first time. Said you were too tired to walk the line. I said then hold up, precious. I can be a goldsmith and you a nomad or a tailor.
Return the carriage home and switch legs. If you feel stable, you can try to do this while balancing and not holding on to the footbar.
Every little bit of my heart lights up. Oh, can you please tell it to never stop? Now my worried mind seems to fall behind.
Last repetition, then have a seat on the box for a piriformis stretch. Take your right ankle over your left thigh, grow really tall, and then hinge forward out of your hips to stretch the right outer hip.
By my side. Oh, we can run mad, be free falling, and yet be.
Switch legs. I've also placed the footbar in high position for the next exercise for the girls.
Look at you. Oh, I believe everything to be true. Oh, every little bit of my heart lights up. Oh, can you please tell it?
Turn to the left. Your left leg will hang over the side of the box or be in a turned out position on top of the box. Your right knee will be down on the carriage, foot behind you.
Single kiss from you. Oh, I can do anything when I look at you. Oh, I believe everything.
Right hand on the footbar, left arm reaches out to the side and side over and stretch, keeping your left sit bone down on the box. Inhale as you rise back up. I often use the cue to pretend you're inside of a toaster and you don't want to hit the front or back edges, so you stay in one straight line, tall and lifted, even as you side bend.
I believe everything to be true.
Side over, then rotate and face down. You may have to adjust your hips a little bit for this. Place both hands wide on the bar, then hang your head down as low as you can, stretching the back. Keep your arms straight and inhale, rise up, pulling your carriage in, opening up the chest, then hang down again, seeing if you can get deeper into your stretch. Inhale, lifting up, exhale, lowering down.
Just 'cause the thought of being vulnerable made me feel less than I am.
Stay low, slide your right hand into the center of the bar, turn to the side and peel back up. Once you're upright and your carriage is in, grow tall and twist to the left, holding on to whatever you can reach for, breathing deeply.
Home is whatever you choose. That's the thing
Turn to the other side.
about you. The
leg hanging over or in a turned out position on top of the box. Left hand reaches for the bar as you side over and stretch, trying to stay in one straight line so you don't bump into the imaginary heating element in front or behind you as if you were inside of a toaster.
'Cause here in your arms I can finally let go. The rest of the world is outside when you make sure I'm all you've missed. Baby, it takes just one kiss. Many years have gone by. Many tears have dried.
Side over, then rotate and face down, widening your hands on the bar, pushing far away and getting as low as you can to stretch the right side of your low back, your QL muscle. Then when you're ready, you're going to inhale, rise up, pulling the carriage in, opening up the chest. Exhale, lower down, see if you can get further and deeper into your stretch. Do this a few more times.
Isn't anything else that I wish I had done to be true?
Lower down, slide your left hand into the center of the bar, peel back up to an upright position. When your carriage is in, finish with a twist to the right, growing tall. Thanks so much for joining us today. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next video.
From that moment